Okay, so Halfords, number 4 this morning. I've spent my whole Saturday morning driving around Halfords. So the one in Paisley, they can take it. They do class 7 MOTs, massive garage, they've got the facilities, perfect. So they can't do it to Monday though, not unexpected in fairness. So I know that for the next time now. So back across Monday and the guys are going to deal with it. However, I've paid online, so now I need to go and phone the branch that I booked into originally in Glasgow and ask for my £75 back, and then I need to repay the other Halfords in Paisley. Honestly, Halfords, your systems are absolute shite. Guys are brand new, can't fault the guys in the depots, but your systems, why do you not just have better systems that you can transfer the money across to the next depot? I don't understand why I've got to go and deal with this. But hey ho, that's where we're at, I'm afraid. So I'll go and try and fight for my money back now, and then get this back over on Monday morning, 8:30 Monday morning, and that should hopefully get it sorted before we head off again. So fingers crossed. Good morning, it's Monday morning, and I'm on my way back to Paisley to take the van in for the wheel alignment, the tracking. So this is trip number 5 now to Halfords. So fingers crossed, this will be the day it gets sorted. Thankfully, I've got a very flexible employer, and I can pretty much work from anywhere that I choose. So I've got my laptop with me, and it looks like I'll be sitting in Halfords doing my work today, or maybe for the next hour or two anyway. So go in here and see how this goes, and see if they can actually get it fixed, which would be great. So it'll save my hand going like that all the time. Right, I'll catch up with you guys just soon. Okay, so things have just taken a bit of a turn there. Halfords took the vehicle in, took the van in, had it up the ramps, and then they called on me. The wheels are got a bit of rocking in them, so the driver's side needs a new ball joint, and the passenger side needs a new track rod end. So they've sent me off, and back at the house, and the plan now is to Amy's away to pick up the parts that I need from the motor factors at Andrew Watts in Glasgow, and I'll show you how to do a ball joint and a track rod end now, then get it back into Halfords, fingers crossed. And it's only 2-wheel alignment on this van. I'd asked for 4, it's only 2. Anyway, they don't do 4 because it's got a fixed axle. So every day's a school day. So here we go, the never-ending saga continues. Okay, I'll give you an update on this. Couldn't really speak earlier because my neighbour was cutting his grass and it was a bit noisy. So ball joint is this lower part here. You need to take that nut off the bottom. There's an Allen key inside that there to help you. Then there's 3 of these, one on the other side. You need to turn the steering to get into them. You need to then take this off, just a little drop link, and then using a ball joint splitter, one of these, you put that in there, you hit it with a hammer. That's the theory anyway. This one didn't want to come off, so what I did is I removed the entire wishbone. So I did that, using that one, and over here there's a captive nut in there, and there's a nut in the top of that, and this one, and the ball joint, the wishbone comes right out. And once it's right out, just chap it out on the vise with a hammer, a heavy hammer, and it pops out. Okay, job number 2 for today. is this part here, track road end. Now what's happened is there's a flexible connection in here for sort of bush, and when you turn the wheel side to side, there's a bit of play in it. It's not as evident here, but it is when the tyre's back on. So take that out and stick a new one in there. There's the next job, and then I've managed to get it booked back in with Halfords for tomorrow morning to do the tracking and the wheel alignment, so I'll give this a shot now. So what I did here was I've put the ball joint splitter in there, and I've hit it with a hammer and I chapped the bottom. It came up quite well. So you get these in Halfords or B&Q or Screwfix or somewhere. I've also got this one. Now this my dad made back in the 1970s, probably for a Ford Escort Mark 1 or something like that, and they also made this one. So he gave me these to use as well, but they actually work, but you won't find them in the shops, so you would probably just be able to buy that one. And just unscrews. I've got the old one off now. I just noticed there's a split in the gator, so there may be a bit of damage inside there that I wasn't aware of before Halfords picked up on it, so good idea to change it. Okay, that's it back on. Just need to refit the wheel and get the van back over to Halfords and get them to check it on the machine. Okay, so some good news for Tuesday morning. After 6 visits to Halfords, the wheel alignment has now been completed. The van is driving perfect again, thank you Halfords. One of the visits was my own fault because I needed a new ball joint and a track rod end, which I wasn't aware about, so I'm grateful for Halfords for picking up that as an issue before they started work, so that was good news. Just a bit of run about, unfortunately, trying to get the thing booked in, but now I know that the garage in Paisley is the place to go for commercial vehicles. Really, there's no point in going to the smaller branches. So a little bit of a trek this morning, but here we are. So back to the house. I need to get water in the van, get some stuff in the van. I need to get on the road again because we're heading to Wales today. So down to Cardiff. So a long day ahead. So get back to the house and get loaded and catch up with you guys just shortly.